Today we're making the global favorite epic Vietnamese Banh Mi Sandwich.
Made with our very own homemade chalua.
Oh, and layered with so many other incredible classic Asian flavors.
Oh, talk about yummy.
Oh my.
I think the Vietnamese actually invented the word yummy.
We'll have to let us know. So I am so excited. This is my favorite sandwich in the world. So I am Chris.
And I'm Wesley.
My yummy Loon. I don't know if that's true, but we might as well say it.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to jump right in because this, like I said, this has layers and layers of flavors. So we've got some julienned carrots here.
Yes, we'll talk about this chalua here.
Chalua in just a moment.
Yeah.
And then we've got some julienned daikon radish. That's a green daikon. I get that from my favorite Asian market. They're super delicious. And what we're going to do is we're going to pickle them. So what I've got right here is I've brought to a boil. That is a quarter cup of, I kind of upped this a little bit. I've been playing around with this. It is a third a cup of just regular white vinegar, a third a cup of granulated sugar, and then a half a cup of water and a teaspoon of salt. You're going to stir that together until it's completely dissolved, and then you're going to bring it to a boil. And what that's going to do,
it's going to pickle it.
It's going to pickle it. Boy, is it in a pickle.
Yes. Oh, y'all. This is one of those wonderful components to this sandwich.
It all goes together so incredibly well.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
So, now we're just
making sure I'm getting it submerged.
I think you should really make it good and submerged. And all that takes is about 30 minutes. It still retains a little bit of a crunch.
So this is one of our favorite layers, one of our good fun. I can't talk. I'm so excited.
I know.
All right.
We're
going to let this sit for about a half an hour, right, Chris?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're going to multitask, so keep your eyes peeled, okay? I've changed skillets in case you didn't see, and I've got a nice large skillet here, and I added about a tablespoon of olive oil, and I've got this is like a medium-sized onion that I've chopped, and I'm just going to put these in there, and we're going to cook them until they're nice and soft.
Yes.
So let's talk chalua.
Look at this chalua, y'all. You talk about how we made this as I slice it up for the big old sandwich.
Yes. You're probably thinking to yourself, what in the world is chalua? It's very traditional on a banh mi, and so our Vietnamese friends and anyone else if I'm getting anything wrong, please forgive me. We're not Vietnamese, in case you didn't notice, but we just love the food so much. So this is our take on it.
It's so good.
Chalua is basically a Vietnamese. It's like a pork roll.
Yeah.
And so let me tell you how we did. We tried to stick as much to the traditional way as possible. So we started off with 2.5 pounds of pork tenderloin. Pork tenderloin is really flavorful and obviously very tender. You could use pre-ground pork. But we find the pork tenderloin is really good.
Yes.
And then what we did, we grind it twice.
We grind it ourselves.
So we got out our grinder and we put it through once. If you don't have a grinder, don't fret. You can maybe ask your butcher to do it, or you could just put it directly into the food processor, which is what we're going to do now. So now we transfer that ground pork into a large food processor. You may have to do this in batches if you have a smaller food processor.
Yeah.
And then we're going to add to that, we're going to add some really great flavors. 2 tablespoons of fish sauce, and then we're going to add a teaspoon of salt, a tablespoon of sugar, a teaspoon of, what have we got? A teaspoon of white pepper, a teaspoon of onion powder, and a teaspoon of garlic powder. I think I got it.
That's a lot.
It's super flavorful, and so then you're just going to pulse it until that all gets very well mixed together and incorporated.
It's so unusual.
It is unusual, but it's fun. You're going to be able to think this is weird, but the results are
amazing.
Now this next part is really important. So I got two-thirds cup of, I've got so much in my brain.
Some warm water.
And to that, we're going to add, this is where we're going to do our own baking powder. We're going to add 2 teaspoons of cream of tartar, and then we're going to add a teaspoon of baking soda, and then we're going to add a tablespoon of potato starch, and then you're going to see it's going to get all bubbly and fizzly, and then that's really, really cool. And then you're going to immediately, don't do that in advance, immediately add that to your meat mixture, and then we're going to just let that process for anywhere from about 20 to 30 seconds. And it becomes this really almost like creamy,
it's like a paste
meat mixture. It's really, really interesting.
It's really weird.
Yeah, and so then what we need, because it's so soft and it's pretty sticky, we need it to firm up. So we're going to take it out of the food processor, put it into a bowl, cover it, and then we stick it in the freezer for about 2 hours. And then when you get it out of the freezer, it's easier to work with.
Yes.
It's still kind of sticky, but then we've got 2 pieces of parchment paper, and we've divided that meat mixture into 2 and placed them on the 2 pieces of parchment paper.
Cholula, the amount of Cholula we make, you could probably do like 6 sandwiches from it.
Oh, you can, and we'll talk about that in just a moment.
Right.
The Cholula is good by itself. It's good many uses.
Yes.
But anyway, now we're going to wrap it up. So we go to your Asian market or order them online and get some banana leaves if possible. You can skip that and just use plastic wrap, but the banana leaves give like a flavor, and they're just so good.
It makes it a little more authentic.
It does. And so you'll see like the little banana leaves there's a technical name for it, and I don't know what it is.
You need to wash them first, though.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's always a good idea to wash them. So just wash them and then dry them off. And but you'll see the banana leaves have like little ridges that go.
Like veins.
They're kind of like veins. Yeah, they're kind of like that.
And they tear apart easily.
They do come apart easy. So to help, so they won't come apart, and they're really going to be secure around that pork, you do one that's this direction, and then you do one that is perpendicular to that, and then we used to do like 3, and then another one on top.
Yeah.
And then you just take that parchment paper with the meat and flip it onto it, transfer it, and then just start to roll those banana leaves up. And you want to try and you get one side and then the other side.
Yeah,
and then you
secure.
you kind of fold that in, try to get it as compact as possible. And then you're going to take some kitchen twine and you're going to tie that up in the center. Not too tight, but tight enough to keep it secure.
Expand.
It does. It will definitely expand. Okay, now we're going to take the ends of the rolls of the leaves and just fold them in like you're wrapping a present.
Yeah.
And then turn it on its side, kind of hit it a few times against the counter, and just to help compact that meat. Then you're going to fold in the other ends like you're wrapping a present, and then you're going to get some twine lengthwise, and you're going to tie that up. Now, just for good measure, just because we really, really want to make sure it's good and secure, we're going to wrap that again in plastic wrap. And then we're going to take 2 pieces of string and we're going to tie that up, and then we're on, one lengthwise and then one the other way.
Two around it and then 1 lengthwise.
Okay, yes. I promise we're getting there. This is the main ingredient of this sandwich. Okay.
And then we
steam them however you like to steam your food. We love using our bamboo steamer. I'll have a link to it in the description in our wok. But you want to steam them for 45 minutes. And then turn off that heat and let them just stay in that steamer for another, say, hour to an hour and a half. And they will expand. I've had some folks before say, they expanded so much that made my steamer, the lid kind of askew. That's okay. They're still going to cook perfectly. Just keep an eye on them. And then you're going to take that Cholula out of the steamer, put it on your cutting board, and it is ready to be eaten. You can just slice it open, and it is absolutely beautiful. So
it's so gorgeous. And we're going to take these little slices and put it on our sandwich.
I know.
Yeah, and you can make an egg sandwich with this too. Fry it up and put some egg on it.
If you know what Spam is, right? And so we used, when we were young and poor and we didn't have much money.
Hey, Spam gets a bad rap.
It
Spam
does.
is delicious.
It's spiced ham. Did you know that's what Spam stands for? And it's so delicious. So, and this is, I'm not to knock Spam, but this is homemade from scratch.
So great.
And it's not loaded with sodium. And so it's really, really good. Okay, so now the sandwich is really heavy on the pork. So if you're not a pork eater.
Super porky.
It is really porky, but there's also a chicken variety of a banh mi. I've not ever done that, but we're going all pork today. So this is a pound of ground pork, and I'm just putting this in here with the onions, and we're going to cook this until it's no longer pink, and then we are going to add some amazing Asian flavors. Okay, this is so good.
Wow.
And the great thing, well, at least what I've seen and what all my research on banh mi's they kind of have a lot of the same components. Cholula, if you don't want to make your own Cholula, or sometimes you can find a Vietnamese market, but you could just get some bologna from, block bologna from the deli. Use that. It kind of has a similar taste. A lot of times folks will do Vietnamese meatballs. We're doing sort of a ground pork that's going to add a nice flavor, but there's a lot of flexibility.
Right, but they they have the pickled vegetables in there.
Oh yeah, I mean, these types of components are always there. It's not always just meat. Right. Okay, so now we're gonna really amp up the flavors with this pork. So this cooked down, there was a pretty lean pork, so it didn't render much grease. If you want to, tilt your skillet to the side and get any excess grease out of there. Okay, this is 2 teaspoons of Hoisin sauce, which is super easy to find nowadays.
So good too.
I know we've got 2 teaspoons of just good old soy sauce. And then I've got a teaspoon of one of my favorite things in the world, sesame oil. So much flavor. And now here I've got some spices. I've got, this is 5, what is it? I can never remember what it's called. I always get it wrong. Chinese 5 spice. Sorry about that. Chinese 5 spice, and it's got 5 spices in it. And I found it at our local store here in Texas. But if you can't find it, look in our notes, and I'll tell you what you can use as a substitute. And then we had just good old garlic powder and onion powder, and we're going to add that right in. The smell already.
Yum.
I've got some sriracha sauce. I love that. It gives just a little bit of heat. You like a lot of heat, then add a lot. If you don't like heat, then leave it out, or just a little bit. That was probably about a 1/2 teaspoon. And then we're gonna do about a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. And oh, that smells so good.
Wow. And the hoisin and the sesame and the soy.
I know. I know. It all comes together, and there's a touch of a sweetness to this mixture that I love. That's that 5 ingredient, that Chinese 5-star. I always want to call it 5-star. It's got a little cinnamon in it and some star anise.
So good.
It's so good. So now this, all we're going to do is we're going to let this cook until it's really cooked through about 5 minutes.
And then these are the buns. These are Vietnamese. They're baguettes. They're kind of like a French. They're
different.
Right.
So
tell them how different it is.
Well, they're just so
they're a baguette. That's the same.
But they're not, because if you went with a French baguette, which we've done before, they have much more of a bite to them, and it's just, these are traditionally these are Vietnamese baguettes. They're a soft bread. They're hard to find. At least I had a hard time finding it. We have a great Asian community here in North Texas, and I could find every ingredient that I could ever find, but I could not find these Vietnamese.
Couldn't find these.
But anyway, what you can do is you can. I'm gonna turn this off because this is about ready. What you can do is call up, like there are Banh Mi shops all over the place. Excuse me. Call up and see if they'll just sell you the bread. Sometimes where she said she wouldn't, but I said, do you know where I could get these buns? And she told me, yeah, there's a Vietnamese market, and I didn't know that it existed. So you may have to do a little homework and seek it out. But it was so funny. I went there, and it was this beautiful, gorgeous market with all these fabulous products, and I had to ask where the bread was, and he said it's over there, and he pointed to me, and I couldn't find it. Anyway, I finally found it. It was this huge bin full of these Banh Mi buns, and I was like,
this
wow,
hysterical.
I guess there are people that really eat these, because it was a huge. So I was so fascinated by it. I said, Wesley, I've got to go back and get more, and I'm going to film this bin so you wouldn't believe. So I walk up to the bin, and there was one set of buns left. So I think they make one batch for the week, and then everyone takes them, and it's amazing. But if you can't find those, then I would recommend using something like a hoagie. A hoagie, a Subway bun. You want it to be soft, okay? Yeah. So, all right, we're going to let this, I'm going to turn this back on and let this cook for about another 5 minutes, and then we are going to assemble our sandwiches.
It's banh mi time.
I know, and we have like a buffet of ingredients here. We told you this is epic, and it is. So
it is epic.
Let's get started. Do you see how that's like nice and soft in there, and it's kind of crumbly on the outside? It's just, there's nothing like it. It's just sugar. So this, we're going to do a layer of pork pâté. So pick yourself up some pâté. My hands are clean.
That's right. Let's put it over here so we don't cross over the sandwich. There we go. I want everybody to see it.
Yes. So we just got some pork pâté.
That's don't be all
very traditional.
Chris, you can take your time.
I know, but there's 27 layers to this sandwich. So okay.
The pork pâté is, so we just recently started doing the pâté,
and it's a game changer.
It's amazing. And go ahead. Sorry.
And then we're going to do a layer of mayonnaise. And this is Kewpie mayonnaise. It's Japanese mayonnaise. I got turned on to it, and it's like chefs use it all over the world. There's just something about it that has a special tang to it that's really good. Obviously, and you can easily find them at Asian markets. They're all over the place.
So good.
You can just use regular mayonnaise too if you wanted to. I figured you'd put a little more mayonnaise on there.
Well, no, I'm
Okay.
trying to be
Watch your
respectful.
figure. Okay, so now we've just got some sprigs of cilantro, fresh cilantro. And the great thing, I was going to talk about this a little later, but the one thing about this sandwich that I think is just so amazing, no one flavor overpowers the other. They really do all just come together. Now these are thinly sliced English cucumbers. Just either get a knife and just cut them, or do what we
Perfect.
did and do them on a mandolin. Okay, now this is I normally would have drained this, but that's okay.
Oh, I love that the vinegar taste.
I do too. I do too. So now we're going to do some of the daikon and then the pickled carrots. These are such a wonderful contrast to the seasoned pork and the chalua. Okay, so now we're going to add the seasoned pork.
Seasoned pork.
I know, this is one of my favorite additions.
This is
You really have to unhinge your jaw to eat this sandwich, but you also really press it down. Yeah, I know. We don't want to.
Yes.
Every bite needs to have every component clearly visible, and so now we're going to do the chalua. Isn't this great?
I can't. Oh, I thought we did. Okay, never mind.
No, we do the salami on
Here,
top.
let's do a little overlay.
Okay.
Come on.
Now,
don't be fast.
there are Vietnamese cold cuts that again, unless you've got a great Vietnamese market near you, they're really hard to find. So just use any kind of cold cut that you like. We're going with salami here, and and we fold it over so it'll fit. Then we've got some pickled jalapeños. This right here is called, in the States, they call it Maggi. I think in other parts of the world it's Maggi, but it's a seasoning, it's a condiment that is just, it's kind of got like it's somewhere in between like a soy sauce.
It's amazing.
And a Worcestershire and a sesame oil. It is
on everything.
Flavor sensation, and you can get these at Asian markets, super easy to find.
And just a little more daikon for some crunch.
Yeah.
And then we have a little more carrot just to give it some color.
And again, you're wondering how in the world are you going to eat that? We do a whole compression, and then if you like a little bit of heat, we add just a little bit of chili oil. I mean, you want to talk about a flavor sensation.
Now here's the deal.
Yeah.
You got to get this thing closed. So we're just gonna kind of do this, smash it down. We're gonna grab this part. Here we go, folks.
Yeah.
And just.
I like to separate the two
separated.
buns.
There we go.
Okay. All right. So now just there you go. Oh, it's separated.
Yes,
Good. Okay.
it's separated.
It's separated. Good. Thank you.
Now slice it and give me some because I'm dying.
I know. This is just so epic. Okay, now we're just gonna cut right through there. Thank you. I'm gonna give you this one. I think it's.
Okay, yeah, that is mine. Y'all, look at the epicness.
I tell you.
Here comes the dog.
Yeah, here come the dogs.
It's like, there's pork in here, y'all.
Banh Mi is. Oh, okay. I'm gonna wait.
That is. Look at that. I just got.
It's a masterpiece.
I gotta smash it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna smash
Yeah,
one.
let's go in.
Let's go in.
Oh man.
That is just. But you see what I'm talking about? There's no one flavor that just overpowers the other. I've never had a sandwich like this before that is just so balanced and so
Amazing.
loaded with flavor. I mean, you saw everything that went into it. You can understand why it's layered.
It is
Breathtaking. I'm gonna have
as you said earlier, it's epic. This is epic. Look at all that.
It's fun to make.
One more bite.
You can make that chalua days in advance.
The pork and the pork.
Yeah.
I love it all.
So good. Do you like it?
This is 10,000% Loon proof. Borderline 100,000.
Oh, I tell you what. This banh mi is made for me. He's been trying to work on that one all day.
Me and my banh mi.
Me and my banh mi. Yeah. You guys, it's so much fun to make. It's so great to try other cuisines and have your go at it. And I really think you're gonna like this a lot.
Love it.
And it's so much fun to make. Go find a Vietnamese market if you can. Have a blast.
Yes, make some chalua.
Chalua! All right.
Bye.
You are gonna love it. Bye, everybody.